Good and happy Saturday morning, everybody. I hope you all got yourself a cup of coffee for the premiere debut episode of the Righteous Revolution. Why a revolution? Because A, and the great Gil Scott Heron once said, the revolution will not be televised, but the revolution will be live. And so it is with this that I am starting this to get people involved because we need to get involved as we see the world spinning out of control, wondering what's going on and what can we do to stop it. Now, we're going to get into a variety of things, but I'm going to basically touch a whole lot of things that involve the church, culture, and politics. As the great Andrew Breitbart once said, politics is downstream from culture. By that token, culture is downstream from the church. So everything's going to start with the church and flow downstream. That's just the way it be. I also believe that we should also start off with a scripture reading, and this one's going to come from Proverbs chapter 14, verse 34. Justice exalts a nation, but sin is a people's disgrace. Now, are we revolutionaries? I'm going to tell you this right now, that if you are a Christian and a conservative, you are not only radical, according to what's going on now, but you are a dangerous revolutionary. As we see in some Western civilizations, such as Finland and in Canada, that if you quote the Bible, you're liable to go to prison. And in fact, we're starting to see it here now. That if you're just praying in front of an abortion center, or as I would call it, a murdering incubator, you're liable to go to prison for just for praying. You will have an FBI SWAT team come banging on your door, scaring the crap out of your family, and hauling you off to jail for the crime of sticking up for your family and your God-given rights to pray. So it's coming down. How did we get here? It didn't happen overnight, friends. It started a long, long time ago, and it started in the church. I'm going to be honest with you. We got to point the finger to ourselves first, and then we just let things slide from there. Where are we at now? We got a culture that's totally out of control, and we got politicians that will sell their souls for $1. And they'll sell it to the highest bidder and sometimes even the lowest bidder. They don't care. They're selling their souls and they don't care what you have to say about it. So now, if you're a Bible believing conservative Christian, you are now on a terror watch list. Not only does that include folks of the Catholic faith, for all you Protestants, guess what? You're on it too. So now, just exactly, who are we radical revolutionaries? Well, we're all sorts of people. We're Wall Street stockbrokers, we're farmers, we're truck drivers, we're plumbers, we're teachers, and we're housewives. We're all sorts of people. Why? Because we all have a couple things in common. One, we attend a church, whatever brand name is on the door. We attend a church. We attend it pretty regularly. We tend to look at our Bible quite a bit, and we believe in our traditional family values. Now, does this translate to everybody? Some people no, but some people believe in our cause anyway. So here's what we do have, and what I'm looking to get people involved with as we go on. A, I want you to get involved, and B, I want you to tune in. Hit that like button, subscribe, because every Saturday, 9 o'clock, 9 in the morning, Central Time, I'm going to come in, we're going to have coffee, Get yourself a pad and a piece of paper, and we're going to have some fun. We're going to get down to it. We're going to discuss cultural things. And hopefully there'll be a chat room on the side where we can all get together and get to know each other. Because besides elections, we need to pray for each other. We need to lift each other up. Because as Bob Dylan once said many years ago, the times they are a-changing. And the late, great Dr. Martin Luther King once said, the greatest purveyor of violence in the world, my own government. I cannot be silent. Okay, as you can see by the color of my hair, I'm an old fart. Young people, I was once there too, and in the 60s, and yes, I protested against wars. I didn't believe in them then, and I still don't believe in them now. However, Ron Paul, some of you may remember him, he used to be a U.S. representative from the state of Texas, highly libertarian and highly distrustful of the federal government. Quote him, if you ever bring about a revolutionary change, two things are required. Young people would have to be involved, and you would need music. I'm a big purveyor of music, buddy. We can get into that. And so, going forward, what we're going to do, we're going to bring awareness and most of all, hope. We're going to do it through somewhat, a little bit of politics, a bit more culture, and a lot of church. And so I do hope you enjoyed this introductory episode of the Righteous Revolution. I need you to get involved, hit the like button, subscribe, so we can start building this up for you. And just to close out, I want you to always remember this. Yes, I am a Jesus freak. I'm a firm believer that if you open your arms, open your mind, and most of all, open your heart to Jesus Christ for forgiveness of all your sin, that pain inside you is going to go away. I can guarantee it. Thank you very much. We'll see you all next week. Make it a great one, too.